Hey there, folks. Today we're going to be talking about a pretty controversial subject, maybe, depending on what your role is in the business or in the studio. And by the way, these principles work for businesses across the board. So right now I want to focus on a membership-based business like martial arts school, health club, different things like that. And hey, listen, if you like the content, please subscribe, share it with somebody that you believe this, it'll help. Well, what if I'm full-time? What if I'm part-time? Now, for this video, we're going to talk about full-time, but part-time, let me just touch on something. You need to make it appealing to the person that's going to hire you, okay? Every new student is worth something to that person. So you need to have some kind of proposal for bringing in new students. And by the way, if I can just give advice to owners and people working for the owners, don't do barters. Don't exchange labor for classes, things like that, or equipment. Don't do that. Keep everything separate. It just saves a lot of heartache in the future. Take it from me. Take it from the old man. We're going to talk about full-time. Now, today we're talking about program director, event coordinator, recruiter, whatever you want to call it. How much should I get paid? Well, people have a different view of what they're worth than maybe what the business thinks they're worth. Let me just be daddy for a minute, okay? That's the old man talking. A lot of experience, been doing this for over 30 years, so let me just say something. Well, let's make sure first we're talking about what a program director is. This is the person, whether you're a one-man show, one-woman show, small school, big school, this is the person that is responsible for getting people in the door and enrolling them as a student. Maybe not the enrollment part, maybe somebody else's, their responsibility is that part, but you are responsible for getting people in the door. Let's use that for instance. Now that funnel, so to speak, you got a bunch of people coming in the door, should result in memberships that can be attributed to you. Well, the program director has to have the personality to fit the job. Now this is a life advice here. Are you ready for this? Don't be in a job that your personality doesn't fit. It's just going to be frustrating. And if you really love the martial arts, there should be another job in that martial art school or career field where if program director doesn't fit you, something else should, okay? All right, put that aside. What am I really worth? Well, what are you really bringing to the table? Well, I got my energy, I got my passion, experience, whatever. Okay, but remember, business is about numbers, not emotion. So we got to make sure that we run the business by the numbers. If the school is enrolling 10 people by itself for their social media platform, whatever, let's just pick round numbers. They're enrolling 10 students a month without you. You come on board and they're enrolling 12 with you. You're not doing any good. They're losing money paying you, all right? Now, if they're enrolling 10 without you, they bring you on board and they're enrolling 20, oh, you're worth something, okay? So make sure you watch my other video too, the success, guaranteed success for being a program director. I'll try to have that up there. Kind of gives you some tips on what you need to do. But make sure that you are result oriented. You want your goals. You want your plan for the next month, 3 months down the road. You want to be result oriented. Your personality needs to fit that, okay? Well, I need a good salary or else I'm not going to start. In this day and age, that's something to consider. And depending on the market you're in, sometimes those salaries need to be pretty high. So you need to be willing, I think, with the program, because this needs to be a personality thing, okay? You got to be in front of people. You got to ask. You can do a lot of stuff from the laptop, but you still need to project and present your school to other people and have them like you and bring them in. You need to be a good recruiter, all right? That's all there is to it. You might not like it, but that's just the way it is. Get them in the door. But you need to have the personality where you're going to say, all right, you can negotiate the salary, you're going to pay me this, but I want to be able to make this, okay? If we get X number of students or, above and beyond a certain threshold, there's different ways of negotiating that. That can be a different topic. But you need to be the most crucial part, and you need to be more important than that instructor. Ooh, yeah, I said that, and I believe that's true. So what kind of salary are we looking at? What kind of bonus structure? I can put that in another video, but let me give you something to go by. When it's all said and done, at the end of the day, a good program director should be making at least, if not more than, what a school teacher in your area makes. Okay? One of my superstars, she was 20 years old, I think about 20, 21. In her area, she was program director, kind of took over a school and made twice what a school teacher in that area made with her bonuses and everything. She also had no college debt. So comparatively with people her age, I mean, she was younger, but people 24, 25 that graduate with a master's degree to teach academically, she was making twice as much money, no college debt, a homeowner, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And just the time frame, paying off all that debt, paying, she's miles ahead. So you can do it. You just have to have you have to have the personality for it. You have to be the go-getter and go get them. Okay? They're out there. They want to take martial arts. Let them know where you're at. Create the opportunities. So how much should I get paid? Let's start. Hey, if you're worth your salt, at least what a school teacher makes in your area. Now you might watch this video and go back to your instructor and say, hey, I need to get paid what a school teacher makes. You need to earn it. If you go to your boss, you need to have a plan as to, I want to make this much money, and this is how I plan on doing it. This will help you out. It's a win-win. I make the studio X number of money. Remember, they got to pay you payroll and taxes on your payroll. Payroll is the biggest expense. So you need to offset that by a lot. All right, so be careful when you talk to your boss. And that'll be another video later too. How do I ask for a raise? Oh, that's a good one, okay? But have that presentation ready. All right, that's some advice from the old man, the Big Mouth Sensei.